Fortitude currently the best performing player there is with 4.5 points on average. Happy right behind. One loss against Life though in the matchup versus Night Elf. So can LawLiet be a second Life? Currently, LawLiet is the only player without a single win. He got some good performances, but he couldn't close it out. Not any single series. He got close, but then in game 5, he fell apart. There is no shot of falling apart here today. It's the rematch of the DreamHack Sweden Grand Final. It's the rematch of the very first Rara Land Grand Final. Since then,
best channel ever.
Happy has been improving. LawLiet, let's say, has diversified his skills more into a streamer/organizer direction. But here at Super League, high stakes. Maybe it's the time to shine. Our first match is live.
I wonder if LawLiet is going to have a grand chance here against Happy today. I have indeed remembered many games from theirs in the past where things were really close. You mentioned some of the epic encounters in the past, like the DreamHack Grand Final, for example. That one wasn't that close, to be honest, if I remember right. That was one of the tournaments where Happy won the Grand Final 3-0 and won every single map that he played in. Already, in the Super League Season 2, things have not been that easy for the Russian Phenom.
Exactly, especially life, but we'll see how this goes today. It could be between heaven and hell, man. This could be a 25-minute destruction, or LawLiet brings his A game and shows the world what he's capable of, finally, because there's so much untapped potential. There's two ways to approach this from a LawLiet perspective, like, oh, I'm playing against Happy, I'm gonna lose anyway, let's focus on something else, or the approach that I'm hoping to see is, now I'm gonna show the world.
I suppose there is a bit of a blueprint out there, thanks to Life, who did so well against Happy indeed in their series in the group stage. That was a win for the Night Elves, something that only very few Night Elves can boast of, being able to beat Happy. One of the toughest challenges in all of Warcraft history in competitive play. Happy, he's not as unbeatable anymore, maybe, against Night Elf, but still, man, you gotta come prepared and you gotta make sure you don't do any stupid mistakes, and especially gotta pay attention to your heroes.
Right on. And I pay attention to the Demon Hunter hero, and I don't like what I see, I have to say. Mana burn first, no immolation. I think the only way to beat Happy is pure pressure, as we see already. But with immo and lots of ghoul kills, maybe... Ooh, lost it. Very close. Could have been level 2 for the Demon Hunter, but couldn't get it done with immolation. Maybe that would have been possible, but that way we got Happy on level 2 with Unholy Aura and the Demon fleeing.
And the first payoff clause picked up already. The next little thing to fight over here in the middle, the next important objective will be the green caps with the feared Hydra hatchling with the slow. Claws of attack here, absolutely crucial for Happy to boost damage on his Lich and maybe even Naga. And LawLiet also, for him, items are going to be important. He's going to be more looking for the defensive drops, the Rings of Protection especially. So this is what both want to be fighting over.
Good point by Young Fang yesterday. We, of course, point towards the Happy Life series of Super League. In the show match yesterday, Happy destroyed Life with 5-1. So making adjustments here. For a couple of weeks, it was pretty clear. Happy wants the tier 3 expansion. Every other undead wants the fast expansion. Happy has switched it up, though. It's less and less predictable in these matchups. One thing is clear, though. The Tavern will be crucial at the arrival of tier 2, as you just said, with that Naga. And once again, we got LawLiet in the right position, but with the wrong damage.
Yeah, I definitely have to piggyback on your suggestion. The immolation first, we've seen it from so many Night Elves. It is just so much more damage against ghouls early on. And normally, when there's no immolation, there's never really any danger for Happy to lose a ghoul. As I said that, one ghoul died, but it was denied, and it gave an item. So I'd say that's worth it. Double claws already on the DK, and no rings yet on this Demon Hunter, not even level 2.
That's quite some nice body blocks here by Happy, I have to say. First with the DK, then with the ghoul, everything's saved. And Lumber Economy is looking fine. Happy had built the tendency to delay the graveyard a little bit. That is also fixed now. And we take a look at the Tavern, as we did so often in our lives, Mr. Remo Demo. Here we go. I hope you didn't pick up a Naga, but Happy surely does.
Yeah, I'm still standing here in front of you and not turned to stone, so that was not my adventure, but it is Happy's once again. This is something we've seen many times in the past. General rule of thumb is, if the Demon Hunter is low level, so lower than level 3 at the tier 2 stage, then Naga is pretty good, can pressure pretty well, or just go for ambitious creeping. If the Demon was level 3, a couple of burns on the Naga, she's very hurt, she has to back off. So Happy here playing the rather creep unintensive early game from LawLiet in a way that makes sense. He is amplifying with his Naga. And that's also where immolation comes in, right? No immolation means a lot harder to creep with.
Right on. We got the Naga on LawLiet's side finally. Still a creep jack, still some damage, but nothing too critical again. Critical, though, for us is your support, and we might finally have the time to thank you all. Thank you, Techo, for the sub. Storov with gifted subs left, right, and center. Thank you for the 5. Dorstis, Königer Postboten, and Drukon as well. Demon Hunter now in trouble. Got the boots, no coil. Detonate was money. And LawLiet fighting capabilities. Close. Naga about to die. Demon about to die. We've seen so many close calls in the past. Frost Arrow, Fiend Shot. Careful. He doesn't want to TP out. He got the boots. Fiend Shot again. Can't disjoint that. Calculating this so closely. Coil was already almost like in the air. The arm was in the air. But Happy survives with the Naga. LawLiet survives with the Demon Hunter. And I think we can assess that LawLiet is in quite good shape here on map 1.
Yeah, close call here. Both playing it right on the edge. That was well done. Those claws of attack, by the way, already coming into play. That plus 10 damage is real nice to have and will be for the rest of this game. I mentioned Happy's expansion attempts earlier. Indeed, tier 3 expo at the moment seems to be the thing he's looking most towards. Clearing the gold mine here already. LawLiet must be aware of this possibility. We've seen Night Elves lately also expanding, counter-expanding quite a bit on tier 4.
Yeah, but it's a lot of one base thus far. Ancient starts the creep camp, if on purpose or not, yet to be seen. We've seen quite some impactful Ancients of War recently, so letting that go to waste is a bit of a tragedy, I gotta say. 0 upgrades for LawLiet thus far, 0 upgrades for Happy. That's quite extraordinary. No Ultra Vision, no Burrow. Of course, we'll see Frenzy and Destroyers now. Question is at what timing, but also no prep for any bears.
And a very quick expansion is coming up. Proxy, not at this gold mine here, but towards the other one. LawLiet, that tells me he is absolutely expecting Happy to go for that expo. Maybe the Happy has become a bit predictable. And indeed, he's got the skull. He's getting ready. It's always great when you save the scouting acolyte from the early game. You don't have to remake it. You save that 75. But he did have to cancel the ziggurat. Whoops, I guess the creeps here don't like this gentrification in their neighborhood.
Yeah, someone who lived for 12 years at Reeperbahn. I feel that. I feel that. Screw these theaters that are popping up left and right. Harbor bars is what we need more. Different topic though. Expansion, you said he has become quite predictable. Yesterday that wasn't the case, 2 days ago, but now he's back to the tier 3 expo. Maybe he thinks, oh, against LawLiet, that's gonna be enough. I just play my old shtick. He's not gonna be ready for me anyway. It's looking fine so far. We got ghouls, we got destroyers, but that devilish tier 3 push is a bit delayed.
Scouting around here with a Skelly as well. Didn't see a Trio of Life yet, but maybe the other position will be checked for. Happy's items, pretty good. He's got the double claws, is good. Pendant could be nice maybe with a mana potion. Got the heal scroll as well, but no invuln yet on either hero. Gotta pay attention to those heroes.
Dryad for free. No staff. There's a staff, but no orb. Interesting decision making here. Lots of elves have neglected that staff for a while. Big nukes, of course. Archer falling, bear ready. Reju, not on the Demon Hunter though. Might need it soon. 0 consumables as you say. Long range coil, B2W rip. Number 700,692 in the past 2 weeks. And it is, as it oftentimes is, LawLiet is flying too close to the sun, gets burned, and Happy takes the 1-0.
Yeah, I thought we were getting set up here for a nice, good late game. High army supply, 70 supply, maybe with lots of upgrades. We're looking that way, sort of, with both players setting up the expansion. But one quick kill can change it all. But it's a level 1 Warden, brother. How's that? All right, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. He's going to have 2 Phantom Knives. and he's gonna have to make him work.
Sweet, sweet detonate on 2 skeletons. Happy only here with ghouls and pressure on the DK. Fan of knives it is. Coil should secure the kill always. But it's not a bad harass by any means just yet. Wasn't there an opportunity to steal the Magi, I wonder? Has different priorities. That's ghoul number 1, that's ghoul number 2. And we might eat our words about this Warden.
Yeah, this is looking really good so far. If he gets a steal as well on the last one, that would be huge. The Warden gets it! Oh, damn! With the Fell Knives. Happy there, too slow with the coil heal. Warden is surrounded and is actually going to be forced to TP away. The longer you wait with the TP here, the more moon juice it's going to take. It was a good start so far for LawLiet, but the Warden, she is very reliant on her mana, so you got to be careful with how you use it.
Man, I love to be wrong sometimes. Happens very, very rarely, as you know, Mr. Remodimo. Usually my call's 150% correct, but so far, LawLiet proves us both wrong. Ancient in position. A Ring of Regen would, of course, be fantastic. A Shadow Priest would be nice for some extra cheeky healing. And Happy probably quite surprised by this harass as well.
Yeah, not looking too hot on the lumber right now. That is the ghoul losses here that are showing. I wonder if Happy could have crept this maybe a little bit better at the start. Maybe bring 4 ghouls, take out the trappers right away. Maybe something to work on in the future. Now the Expo is coming, Haunted in production. LawLiet honestly has a big army. He's got 2 archers, 2 mercs, Warden now hitting level 3. Items are, whatever. But level 3 is nice. Maybe he can go for a staff, go for a cancel. A cancel on this Haunted would be absolutely huge.
Advertising for more Burpson's public space.
Thank you, Jenny Elvas, for the beautiful 3-year resub. Much love. And yeah, Warden level 3. This seems to be a nice timing. Wonder what the pace now is. It's more creeping Warden solo. So this has been the case for LawLiet pretty much this entire tournament. He has great game plans, but at some point they fall apart. It looks good for the early, the mid game. Can he convert this into a strong late game as well? Shadow Strike, Focus Fire, Narrow is up, but can't save that worker.
No canceling on the Haunted Goldmine. This was the plan for LawLiet. As you mentioned, he is just creeping up, relying on a strong, high-level, late-game Warden. And indeed, she's capable of much. But I would argue, against Undead, Tier 3, with expansion, this is the one matchup where a level 6 Warden isn't necessarily the game winner. So even if the Warden is starting off well so far, I don't think it's quite enough to call this a great position. For a great position, we also need a Night Elf expansion, which is now coming.
Alrighty, we got the Shadow Priest snipe. Happy Shadow Priest, that is. By only units, no spell, and the DK is getting pummeled. The strength of level 2 Shadow Strike. I really like this skill build so far. People don't like the game. Uh-oh. DK still being punished here. We have no more mana, but more right clicks, more dot. We do also have extra regeneration, and Happy saves himself into the sanctuary of the Narrow Tower. Great escape.
That was quite close, by the way. If the Warden had one circlet, there might have been enough mana to get that kill. Happy has to go for another Shadow Priest. Not the cheapest of additions, especially with how easily it can get killed. And the Warden is still on the hunt.
How's the mana? 65. Needs a little bit more. Smart by Happy to go for the Shadow Priest. I really like that play. But DK is stuck on level 2. Not ideal. Also, creeping. Ancient of War in the middle. Unable to contest this. There was a ghoul run by. Couldn't cancel the second base of LawLiet on the left-hand side. Can't really contest the creep in the middle. And the Warden is still on the prowl.
This is a pretty damn good game for LawLiet so far. We know the Warden for her it's all about levels. And there she's looking good already. Hitting that level 4 here right now. Normally you love to have this for a fast level 2 blink. Of course, not quite the case this time around with this skill build. But still, really good timing. 7 minutes. That's wonderful. And so is the big mana.
I worry a little bit about macro of LawLiet. 1200 gold at the arrival of tier 2. No tier 3 yet, no lores yet, no second hero yet. I mean, he will spend it, but this could all be a bit faster, and maybe those are crucial seconds missing in the end.
While I was at the shop, he saw items on cooldown, like the Invis potion, so he knows the DK is prowling around here somewhere. intentionally not going for the Ogre Magi here at the start. DK gets the steal. Is he dead? Ah, not really. Warden's low mana, but... Wait, never mind. She isn't. Hold on. Hell knives?
Tick, tick, boom. No potion, of course. This will require a ritual dagger and unholy regeneration. Quite nice to have, isn't it? We take a look at the bases, because it's 2 crypts, 2 slaughterhouses, no more gargoyles. It's been dead, Remo. The goddamn gargs. We had the pleasure of mass air for 2 weeks, and now they're all gone again.
I'm glad they're gone, honestly. It's such a stupid playstyle, man. Just
I don't know what you're talking about.
Powering up, laming up. Like, that one game I saw, literally, was just about frustrating the opponent as much as possible until he runs into the towers. We should end up working. And
but
the Warden, what's the gasp?
But the gasp is, oh, wait a second, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Wardens surround, more Shadow Strike. So first of all, if you annoy a Night Elf, isn't that a good thing? And we got 4 production buildings by LawLiet. A Night Elf with more than 2 unit production buildings. That I live to see the day, Remo. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. Ancients of Winds here coming in for a late game potential of Talons against Destroyers could be really, really strong. Main idols lately have tried not really to go in this direction, but rather just go Demon Hunter, Naga, strong heroes, and Bear Dryads with strong upgrades. LawLiet here trying to innovate a little bit. We all know how good the Talons can be, but they take some time to get to.
Whew. Really good game plan, really good setup. But how good is it? We do indeed get the talents. That makes me happy because everybody knows, chat say it with me, talents make everything better. Every matchup, every playstyle, talents are gorgeous. And we don't have web yet, so this timing might out really well.
Yeah, the Warden hit level 5. This is fantastic, dude. This is before tier 3. This is phenomenal. And now some easy more kills are going to be available. DK home to defend. And this tier 3 timing push already slowed down immensely. Already super valuable time for the Talons.
And more ghouls slaughtered here. 11 minute 30 is usually the timing. Warden has a staff. Warden gets the item. Body block. Picks it up. Nicely done. Ring of Protection. Helps against Orb of Corruption and potential nuke. Bear Master on the way. Crows on the way. LawLiet has the potential for a huge army. And maybe for the one-on-one.
Happy spending his money quickly, but no big bank left. Going for the claws of attack. Is it time for Alchemist? Maybe? Looks like there's going to be something happening at the tavern.
Alchemist it is. Remo Demo with the calls. On the other side, no web, no burrow. Only 1 attack upgrade. How good is a destroyer push when we got so many talents? Well, it's 2. But if we have talents...
Quite some important movements here are going to be the webs as well coming out. But the Fiend count is low. The Ghoul count is low. Everything here for Happy seems to be quite small of an army, really.
Nice
The
call.
Warden still has good spell damage.
Nice call Nova on the Berserker. Takes away some anti-air capabilities. Heal Scroll and Heal Spray on the ghouls. They're all so fresh again. Talons on the ground. They can't help with the Fairy Fire, of course, and a little bit of magic damage. Sweet idea by LawLiet, seeing that there is no Destro. Now the Talons out of position. 2 more are coming in. Maybe the investment not worth it when there is no Destroyers. Army getting slaughtered currently. Still neck and neck fight. Happy with the coil. Fan of Knives a little bit later. But he doesn't like that position at all. And Town Portal's out. And that raises a question in me, Mr. Remo Demo. If your Fiends are Fairy Fired, do you see them when they're burrowed?
Pretty sure. I mean, it reveals Invis stuff, so it should.
Chat, do you know? Can you confirm? We get, oh my god. Wellspring. This early. My heart is melting.
Yeah, LawLiet managing his resources here pretty well, not having the significant lack of lumber as we sometimes see from some other Night Elves, but what is lacking is upgrades. Nothing yet on the Dryads and Bears and Talons. It's normally so great for Night Elf in the late game. They all share the upgrade types. I feel like LawLiet, if he can drag out this game for a high level Warden and more upgrades, this should not be looking bad for him.
Warden detected. Tome of Retraining. Wonder what that is. It's definitely gonna be Blink, but is it AoE Blink or is it Hero Focus Blink? Questions. It is Fan of Knives against an Alchemist on one base. On one hero. Interesting. Happy with another call. More and more Fiends. We get Mountain Giant upgrades as well, but that will still take some time.
Very importantly, LawLiet, by the way, he got the heal scroll from the shop. Happy has none right now against a level 5 Warden. Very dangerous proposition. Alchemist can, of course, heal with the heal spray, but if he's out of position, he can also die fast. And there he is, just one step too far. LawLiet's looking really good here, if you ask me.
It is a fantastic game by LawLiet. Indeed. Can he close it out, though? Coil at the ready. Alchemist melting, has a potion, needs it. And how somewhat funny it is, right? An Alchemist on level 1 has high HP, low armor, and therefore nukeable. Happy had a Ring of Protection on the upper right-hand side, but the Warden stole it, so this is still a ripple effect from like 10 minutes ago.
It was a really good exchange, though, for Happy here, especially as far as experience goes. He lost some items and the TP, but no units. Warden didn't get a kill here at all. Normally, once you're tier 3 solo hero Warden, you get level 6 so fast because of that bonus experience. But Happy has been denying that very well so far. As a supply, however, is still quite even.
The ultra late game is usually going to the Night Elf if they have this setup. We got a lot more support coming in. Thank you, No Cancer, please, for the close to 3 years. Much love. Every sub, of course, keeps the project running. Warden running straight into the Fiends, trying to drain more mana off of that Alchemist, trying to distract Happy, and that's exactly what's happening. Tome of Relics at the shop. He pre-splits against the Fan of Knives, the Happy classic.
And that's perhaps the thing, the single one that the Warden is the best at, better than anybody else, is harassing the economy. Will either force a severe reaction back at home or to push and force the Warden back, as we see here.
Nice Nova Knives, Fan of Knives. Big damage done again, but how do you stop this Alchemist from healing everything back up? Talons do amazing damage, but now weapons there in this position is not great at all. If there would be mana, it would be a destruction, but the destruction currently on the feet and the ledge with an invuln. Happy miscalculated this, or LawLiet a little bit lucky with the damage rolls. Whatever it is, the carry is down.
Yeah, it's a huge kill. Happy here. This was definitely a mistake. He just needed to walk a little bit off to the right for the Lich to survive this. It was really, really close right before the TP. And now that was also big experience for the Warden. She is going to hit that level 6. It's a guarantee now.
Oh, this one ghoul. This one ghoul could it be? We, of course, have seen these Fan of Knives attacks many times. Usually they counter that with the Zeppelin. On Echo Owls, no Zeppelin possible. Neanderthal, thank you for the prime. And that is indeed level 6. Will we use the Avatar now at the graveyard, or does the Warden need the Avatar at home to defend?
Looks like he's going to be relying on the Avatar to defend the expansion. Love the setup here, by the way, with the double Ancient of War. And LawLiet looking really good. Hit that level 6, still a big army. Upgrades starting to get there. And maybe most importantly, Happy doesn't have a heal scroll. Insane damage immediately again by the Warden.
Avatar is here. The Crows as well, pushing the Destroyers out of the fight. Warden 50%. Gotta be a little careful. There's no staff, no potion, nothing to save her except the Blink. Heroes going down 50%. Blinks right back in. Is an Invo Potion ready? Absolutely is. Has sold an item. Get the heal scroll too. Plus the dust. Big damage. Can only call one hero. That's the Lich. Still marching forward.
Happy kiting for everything that is worth. I think that Alchemist might be dead. Invuln actually keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Warden, now no mana anymore, but the army now is doing the damage. Strong army indeed, with bears and talents and drives for the slow. And everything for Happy here is so hurt.
Talons free from the... Wow! But that's one! The one thing that's not allowed to happen did just happen. Warden down. Can he get it back from the tavern? Is it another beautiful Night Elf game ruined by a hero kill? Happy finds the way out, and the way out is Coil Nova.
You had the Invuln as well, LawLiet. I almost wonder, do we have to blame the ping here or something? That is a huge kill. Huge experience for these undead heroes. And tying the game back closer again to even.
73 versus 73. Talon Micro seems fine. There's another coil locked and loaded. Be careful here. And now portal back. And that amazing position that LawLiet was in, ruined. We get Abominations now. We get Disease Cloud now. We get Happy. No consumables outside the drinks that he got currently, but no heal scroll. How fast can he get the Warden back up? There's still plenty of Moon Juice.
She's at the shop, wondering if she's gonna go for a mana potion here, but doesn't do that. There's another shop, of course, over towards the expansion. A-bombs, you mentioned them. Now they're joining in. And that Disease Cloud could be really good over time, especially here it's gonna be daytime again.
Happy gets caught with the DK far forward. A little bit of a nuke on an Alchemist, but still survives. 2 Fiends dying at the very last second there. 6 supply gone, 400 gold. Man, the total value graph is jumping back and forth, back and forth. Super tight game between them. One of the best games we've seen in all of Super League.
LawLiet again managing to get the heal scroll here. So important.
Alchemist.
Link in from the Warden. Oh, the Alchemist indeed. Can the heal potion save him?
Needs to. Okay, satisfied. Invo potion ready again. Take it. Nope, okay.
Oh man, these potions are really important.
Well, not if you don't use them.
I guess the upside is he still had it available, but now it is gone. LawLiet, now you have to pay very, very close attention to that first hero of yours.
6.5, no follow-up. Lots more talents are necessary here against more destroyers and also against A-bombs. They're really good. Is this army good enough? 1-1 upgrades. Ancient of War finally chewed through. Talents are also automatically somewhat of an answer against bombs. No cannibalize on them just yet, but should only be a matter of time. Is Happy's pressure finally too much and LawLiet will crumble?
Level 6 Warden, like I mentioned earlier, not always necessarily the game winner in this matchup. Ideally here, we'd love to have a level 3 Panda as well, but there wasn't really time or room in this game. Still a winnable match for LawLiet, but Happy is a bit ahead on gold right now. Would love to spend that on some heal scrolls.
Big damage done. Heal scroll only available in 16 seconds. Alchemist again. Hurt, very hurt. Fiends, super hurt. Man, these Fiends would love to get the heal spray now. Currently impossible, but there's still Burrow. Now, items available again. Warden, got the eye on the shop. Who's faster? Happy is with both items.
Didn't he have the time?
He had
Should have had the time, though.
Cyclone, immediately punished. Yeah, I said it many times. LawLiet, very, very quick thinker. His APM oftentimes a bit low, and the Dryad! Remo the Dryad!
What are you doing, bro? You gotta keep moving.
A bit overwhelmed, maybe a bit exhausted here still. Man, LawLiet makes this even harder than it has to be, and that's a match against Happy. Like, what kind of a challenge do you need? The talents are coming from above. Not too many webs anymore. These destroyers, 15 food, could all be wiped within seconds. Happy knows it gets out.
That exchange of supply, again favoring Happy. LawLiet now looking low on mana and left the game.
What?
That must have been a disconnect. There was no GG.
Let's see. Echo Alts. Yep. Leave, disconnect. Oh, no. Immediate call, regame.
I think it was still a really even game. I feel like there wasn't really a big advantage to give it to either player. Very important here early on is the Night Elf. That Wisp, the first one moving across the map, or even the second one, if you want to bring 2 there, you have to make sure to deny those. You can't give away experience to the DK. If the DK gets the Wisp experience, he gets level 2 right away, and then your Expo will almost certainly get cancelled again and again.
Acolyte here, Shadow Priest stolen. This already looks a lot better for Happy than game 1 was. Maybe have one of these mental defeats by LawLiet, just getting the regame from a favorable position. Maybe items can do something here, but he also finds the Parrot of Vitality again. Though, for LawLiet, who doesn't have the quickest fingers at all times, a little shield against Coil Nova is quite nice. Killing
the Shadow Priest here would be also quite valuable. Ancient of War, very important to keep alive. With the creep pull, it works out, and the Warden gets a level 2. Took out the Shadow Priest. But a very different looking early game. This time it was LawLiet under pressure. LawLiet here sweating a little bit in the early game, whereas Happy on his side of the map had a very easy creep, is even going for the instant Haunted. Shows me that he is feeling very comfortable here so far.
Yeah, he had perfect vision on this, of course. Knew exactly, well, you're still busy there thanks to my Acolyte, my Shadow Priest. And now LawLiet can detonate. Ooh, not the greatest detonate here. At least gets a little bit of mana off. Big question now. Can LawLiet handle the heat of the ghoul pull? That's for sure coming against this second base of LawLiet.
Still has some time for this. Tree of Life was started nicely early before the tech. He's taking a lot of Wisp Repair, by the way, to keep this Ancient of War standing.
Yeah.
This all comes from just that one simple Shadow Priest pull, which of course also meant that the Warden didn't have Shadow Priest for a long time, although admittedly didn't need one so far and should pick up the next.
Happy extremely conservative. Staying at the bottom right-hand side, ready for a defense, for an attack that's only now coming. No skill selected yet, no fan of knives. It's not only a different creep route, it's also a different build. We're probably both going for boots. LawLiet gets the tele staff. That's quite nice. Happy so far, empty-handed.
It is quite the early Haunted here. It was Haunted first, with also no harass over at the Expo, but it does look like this Tree of Life should be finishing up. Staff in, DK joins the ghouls, Warden with the staff as well. Ooh, that Berserker is the most important unit in the early game. Nice round by Happy. Close that in quick. And might be a typical Happy thing to do here to lose no ghouls. Oh, one does go down, but that's a deny.
And it's also the Expo held. On the cost of a Berserker, yep, that's troublesome. Gives good experience here for the DK on the way to level 3. But most important thing is to create a 2-base situation. While our Chinese observers are once again dropping like flies. Not a good sign for the rest of the game and the rest of the day.
I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. Remember, this was the best thing ever in NetEase? In NetEase, when you lagged, only you lagged, and you didn't lag the lobby. That was so sick. I have no idea how they did that.
Yeah, except that the game continued when you were a player and dropped out. So it was down to the opponent and the observers to call out that we need a pause.
That's true. However, nowadays we have like 2 players and 30 observers. So, you know, the odds would be in the favor that way.
You know what would be great? Resume from replay. Blizzard.
Would be a nice thing, Neo, if only we had the technology.
If only, man. If only. Well, well. Hunter's Hall coming up. Tech on the way. For Happy also. Rebuilding Altar, rebuilding Graveyard. Everything as it should be. A lot less unique of a game, but not a bad game for LawLiet.
Wait a minute. Where's the Ancient of War? There it is. Last map, LawLiet had 2 Ancients of War ready to creep. Now it's only 1. I wonder if we can hit that level 5 timing again at around 10 minutes 30. I feel like it's going to be a lot harder this time. And if you can't hit that as quick, and if the push of the unit hits you harder and you're further behind, it might make for a more difficult game. I would say this game is looking better for Happy than the last.
Yeah, for sure. Levels are somewhat even. No economy harass yet, but that's changing now. Acolyte under attack by, once again, the Shadow Strike 2 build. No blink. Always gotta be careful. There's a staff, there's a ring, there's a parry. Warden should be safe against coil only. Happy as before. Double crypt, no triple crypt, no gargs. Great saves on these echoes.
Not even a single one going down here is going to mean that the gold economy is looking fantastic. Churning and delivering again and again. I guess this one Acolyte might be going down, but whatever. Necropolis now going to be finished up. Basically, No danger here. Happy even going for the deny on the Acolyte. Really wants to make sure he keeps an eye on the experience bar of this Warden.
Wow, denying for 25 XP, man. That's some min-maxing. That's the level of play that we expect from Happy. Young Fang with gift sub number 1099 to Warden Gaming Official. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Warden Gaming indeed here on these 2 map attempts, if you want to call them that. Warden is going to be very limited to specific maps in this matchup. We've seen before that also on Twisted Meadows she can be amazing. Nice little coil bait right there. But on most maps she doesn't work. So if you want to score with the Warden, this is the map to do it on.
Right on. With triple lore this time, by the way. No talents no more. Maybe he thinks that Happy will expect these talents and goes for an earlier web. And therefore, Dryads are the call. Mass production still has some gold to spend. Sweet creeping and last hit. That's not too easy against Happy, who loves to steal stuff away from his opponent. But precise level 4. Fan of Knives intensifies. And DK didn't get much done here.
But he did keep her busy a little bit. She couldn't jump to the next camp right away. And what does that mean? She's level 4, yes, but only level 4. And not even remotely close to level 5. This is a very different look from the previous attempt we saw. Happy is going to be ready for the tier 3 push in about 2 minutes, 2.5. LawLiet, you got to get ready.
Ooh, he thankfully was ready for that, Nova. Shout out to the parry up of Vitality. I say for quite a while, Night Elf should actually buy them from the shop. They once again don't listen to me, like with my pedal idea that I think they should do. Use a pedal for the Staff of Preservation, but hey, maybe in 2027 they will finally see it. Happy is preparing a push as so often. First attack upgrade, Burrow, tier 3 on the way, stat use to juice up this army. LawLiet might be ready for the Bears, and with Dryads, triple production I like, upgrades I like, especially that armor upgrade. But Warden, as you say, level 5, no chance.
And it's just such a huge difference, the impact that the Warden has compared to level 4 to level 5. Honestly, normally, when you're facing a tier 3 undead army off of 2 bases, level 5 isn't just need to have, it is mandatory to have, to hold. Doing this with level 4 only is insanely difficult, and something that perhaps only LawLiet can do with a Warden in his hands.
In the Warden's case, is it maybe mandatory?
Yeah, sure. Why not, Neo?
Did you miss me, buddy?
You're a subscriber to r/dad jokes, are you not?
I can't hide the fact that I love a little joke here and there. Laughs are good for your health.
LawLiet is hoping to have more to laugh later when he finally has that level 5. He did Tome of Retrain, finally. While the Bears are creeping down south, trying to get the crucial experience for her to hit the level up. I'm not sure if it's quite enough. Also, he's taking some damage here from this camp. Perhaps not that much, but all that HP can matter. But he does get it! The one Acolyte kill here was just barely enough. And again, impressive late game creeping by LawLiet, even if it wasn't the easiest early game this time around. And with this level 5, the doors again open for a good Warden game.
We haven't seen an Alchemist just yet. Happy has the resources for it. Big healing, mana potion, heal scroll, invuln, Alchemist right there. Also, consumables available for that Warden plus reju, and this time double Moonwell defense, Ancient of War, AP. This is a very fortified Night Elf position.
It's going to be a lot easier to properly use these destroyers this time, with there being no danger of the talents. I wonder if Happy knows this. I'm not sure if he scouted for it, as far as the production goes, but seeing this many Dryads with crazy good upgrades already, I guess he should know.
Well, well, well. Can the Warden do some heavy lifting? Fan of Knives, Coil anticipates it. We do have Burrow ready. No dust against it, though. Destroyers chasing Bears, but good micro with the reju. Might be lacking on the Warden, but that's what the Moonwells are for. Focus fire on the Bears so far well prevented, but the Ghouls still wreaking havoc in this Night Elf army.
And look at the Destroyers. Happy also always so great with the positioning on them. They hardly ever are exposed. They're always doing good magic damage against the Bears when they can. And Happy is healing through the Warden damage pretty well so far. The Warden, once she runs out of mana, all of a sudden isn't that big of a threat anymore. She needs to rely on her Moonwells and shop items.
Ooh, Lich is a beast, by the way. Target fire of the Dryads ended up on the DK the entire time. Not a single shot to these Destroyers or Fiends. Warden back. Fed of Knives, reveal against her as well. Mana potion, heal potion, everything still available, but Happy is losing HP drastically.
And there's no TP this time. Normally Happy loves having the TP to use if necessary to get away. Holding on still to that heal scroll for the very last moment.
I don't know if Happy...
here. There's the heal scroll.
I don't know if Happy can do something here. Like, this position is still so fortified. He didn't even chew through the Ancient of War. And I think this is a magnificent hold. Happy grinding his teeth against the Night of Expansion. The triple lore Dryads, man. Looking fantastic. The one thing that cannot happen again, though, Warden cannot fall. Statues are doing a wonderful job. Happy in fighting shape again.
Great thing about the Dryads, of course, magic immune. Don't have to be worried about Destroyers or Fiends. But what they're really bad against is Disease Cloud. And that one's coming. Soon to be finished. I love seeing in these big undead armies one single wagon. I've been asking for it for years, but they hardly ever do it. Actually, 1-0 has been doing it a little bit lately. Not quite the same success in this matchup. Still as Happy. The Warden still on her quest to level 6, and there's not many kills missing any.
And I really like this Dryad poking, and then the Warden jumps into the back. There's a clear difference in prioritization between like a LawLiet right now and a Life. Life oftentimes goes for the heroes, Destroyers. Gets good success with that, with the Demon Hunter, of course. LawLiet takes out the Fiends first and foremost. It's only 2 Fiends. They are supposed to be the counter against Dryads. We got plenty of them. Let's see if that works out as well.
Quite a few Destroyers morphed, lots of magic damage. The Bears with the Roar might be a bit of intentional grief, because that just gets dispelled. Warden looking for more kills. Here's the Dust. That is only one of 2 charges. He rebought the Dust. That's nice as well. And Happy taking a lot of damage on his units right here. Warden about to hit the level 6. 1 more. He gets 2 more.
He has a
and
potion.
That's level 6.
He has a potion. Drops the item. Oh my god, the efficiency by LawLiet. Destroyers are falling as well. Now we get the Spirit. So many corpses. Nuke on the Bear. Dryad's also about to fall. 64, 65. Such a close game, but the ultimate of the Warden might carry the game for LawLiet once again.
Happy trying to surround the Avatar Vengeance and take it out, but that wasn't quite closed. Disease Cloud is kicking in pretty hard. The Dryads have taken quite a bit of damage with the Warden. Also, it's just finding so many kills. Here's the Dust again. 2 more Fiends, perhaps, on the chopping block. Happy has still no TP, but still a couple of potions.
Oh, heal scroll ready. It would be so important for LawLiet to get that one. But no blink to get to the shop. 3 Dryads about to fall. A Bear about to fall.
Look how hurt they are.
Yeah, it's gonna be so close, man. That's a lot of supply dropping, and Happy still got the burrow ready. Does he weather the storm? Finally, here we go. Heal scroll necessary. Invuln as well. LawLiet with quicker fingers than in the first approach of Echo Isles.
No Dust here. This Fiend survives. Supply is still pretty even, and these undead heroes, if they level up higher, they can hang with the Warden solo, even with the Warden this high level.
LawLiet was playing
Happy
against...
takes the supply lead.
Indeed, he does. LawLiet was playing against 1-0 before in this league and was exposed to Disease Cloud, of course, and he didn't get any heal scrolls. I like to see that improvement here. It is necessary, but yeah, he gotta lick the wounds, gotta charge up again. Ancient Protector is soaking up the damage. Dryads are coming back in. DK, or maybe a bit exposed here, but he has so many potions still.
What Happy doesn't have right now is more stats. He needs more of them for more healing for sure. Burrow, so good as well right now, with there being no Dust.
LawLiet once again so greedy with that invul potion. DK almost dead, still conservative, still holding that potion. Alchemist almost coming down. Warden back in. Avatar still up. More corpses and very, very... Oh, that fan! Oh my god, he wipes out 10 food!
Yeah, the 3 Fiends and an A-Bomb. That's even more. 13 food going down. That was a huge strike for LawLiet. Perhaps bringing him the edge right now in this match.
More statues as you demanded. What a game, and what a tug of war. Big props to LawLiet's macro, by the way. Constant production. Always the right things at the right time. Warden level 7. Happy grinding his teeth here again. And I love these Avatar summons, always pressure, always shaving off HP from Happy, who now... that Warden. Who now... is he going back? I don't know. Statue down. Can he accomplish anything here?
And the Avatar Spirits are also like the best counteractive against the wagons. Normally you throw in one wagon, it's really hard for Night Elves to take out if it's good, if it's well microed. But these spirits can take him out over time. Happy though still, certainly not giving up. He is pushing on still, has some potions available, but no heal scrolls.
We got Reju in, Invo Potion, Fan of Knives one more time. Warden nuked. Use that invul, man. Don't fly too close to the sun once again. Heal spray, and now Happy realizes this is not what you want. Gargoyle down, Fiend down. More kills for that Warden, level 7.5.
Yeah, phenomenal. This Warden having a fantastic game. We're not expecting anything less from LawLiet, who is, after all, the god of the Warden. Playing her so well here. It's a treat to see. The downside is, she does really get stronger from here, unless she can somehow get level 9, though that seems unlikely. And Happy really has his work cut out for him here, man. This is not an easy game at all.
Right on. Beautiful, beautiful game between the two. Beautiful, beautiful support from you guys. Young Fang with the 1,100th gift sub to Womandatory. Appreciate that. Skragor for the 5 years. Also fantastic. Now both players charging up for the next battle. We got Heal Scroll, Invo Potion. It's Echo Alt, Mr. Remo Demo. There's only one shop, and shop control is incredibly important, in case you don't know yet.
And there's also no Zeppelin, so no easy way to protect these Acolytes. It's 3 more Acolyte kills. It's easily hundreds of gold of damage. Warder staffs in again! It's a ballsy move! But the level 3 Blink, man, she is pretty quick.
Boom. Barely any cooldown anymore. Scouts the main for potential temples. No sign of that just yet. Oh yeah, that was 4 Acolytes not mining here for a while. Might help Happy later. We compare gold mines. 4,400 for Happy. 5,100 for LawLiet still. Shop on the left-hand side. Triple lore production, guys. And the 3rd armor upgrade. Love this. Plus, Mountain Giants.
Only 1-0 upgrades for Happy. He is so far behind. Again, one wagon here would have such sick potential. But as mentioned earlier, perhaps impossible to keep alive against the Avatar. One blinks in. Again, so much damage from her in this game. She is topping the charts.
30,000 damage indeed. Not even the Lich can get close. Blinks in, damage done. Happy pulled a lot of ghouls here. Nuke, but not necessarily enough. Circlet, really, really nice. And the Avatar uptime, also very nice. Poison damage coming in. Warden careful. And another heal spray needed. So much value on this Alchemist.
Warden committing, perhaps for the Alchemist kill. Heal scroll is in. Invo might be necessary. Heal spray again. Happy's getting quite a few kills on these bears, though. The front line disappearing quickly for LawLiet.
As so often, the damage sponsors bears. Dryads in a solid concave, though. Coil on the bear, not on the Warden. She is so fragile, even on level 8 now. Will the Fiends do it eventually? How does LawLiet get out here?
He needs mana. That's the downside of the Warden. Yes, she's amazing as long as she has mana, but right now the mana is low. About to hit level 8, by the way. It's still daytime. The moon just is looking really bad right now.
It is. It absolutely is. There's no more shops. There's potions, and she needs these potions. Ancient marching forward, wanted to be part of that fight, a little bit slow, just like me. 3 upgrades, Mountain Giants coming. Avatar still summoning some spawns that can't be dealt with. Uptime on the Avatar is very, very high. Just use it, so don't lose it. Draining the Alchemist a bit further out. Happy still shop control, though. Triple invul, big healing, heal scroll. He's so ready for everything that's happening in the next fight.
Deathknight also very close to level 5. You got to keep an eye on that nuke. The Warden has felt the pain a couple of times already today. And there's no invul on her anymore.
High pressure situation on LawLiet. Needs a little bit of a miracle. Needs to stall a little bit more time. Warden does a great job at that. Blink fan, blink fan. And another 50% Warden. No items available. But LawLiet got the 14 food with Mountain Giants up.
And it's finally nighttime again. Finally, some Moon Juice kicking in once more, but 2 Moon Wells being lost at the expansion. That's not just healing being missing, but also a supply block now for LawLiet. Can't get back up to 80 once he starts losing.
First Mountain Giant. A-bombs are a good solution. Lich further forward, but Happy, of course, has the coil. He always does. Bear, melting, Warden, jump, statues back in. This MG needs to disrupt this fight with Taunt.
2 Mountain Giants in the mix. 12 armor is pretty crazy, but Happy's army also is respectable. 2-1 upgrades finally. Happy was able to improve on those upgrades at long last. Alchemist may be a bit far forward, dropping low, but there's more healing for him, including from himself.
Alchemist might be forced into an invul now. Level 8 finally took LawLiet forever to get these 1-2 kills. First Mountain Giant almost down. Alchemist TP's out. Doesn't want to give that heal potion over. Mountain Giant falls. 7 supply gone. And Happy is getting further and further ahead with a level 5 DK. Healing soon. A base up top. He has weathered that Warden Storm.
LawLiet so far not aware of the northern expansion, and she can harass those acolytes down south real easy. 20 supply lead. Is that something the Warden on level 8 can overcome?
We again get 1, 2, 3, 4 kills. 5 kills, actually.
Quick as that. Boom, boom, boom. Happy knows there's valuable moon juice in the main base. This is a very important resource for this late game Warden.
Do you want to respond to that? Almost open battleground. Wisps are coming in. Sock is lagging. The Koreans are all lagging. LawLiet is lagging. Another game. Another game, Remo. Just drop and go.
Oh, Lord.
I mean,
Reconnect feature, please.
this is clearly a little bit of an issue when it comes to Korean server connections to the Chinese server at the moment. We get more support. Cry me a ribbon. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. But yeah, Sock is definitely out. I don't see LawLiet here in the waiting players section.
We dropped the base?
I think we dropped the base. Pause, 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 maybe. Yes.
Whew, man. This second map has been going on for a long time, but looks like the players are ready to resume. Level 5 DK. How much of a difference maker is that? Coils on A-bombs are going to be sick now, but really Alchemist is the more endangered target.
Right on.
Happy, by the way, this whole time, he still has that big heal potion.
Yep.
He never used it.
Yep. Also, LawLiet didn't necessarily force it with any hero focus, which I think is smart. Because you need the damage elsewhere on units to grind that Warden up. Shadow Strike in a meaningful way, very far away. Might be good in a chase to reduce movement speed, but there never really is a chase. There's always a town portal. But yeah, these Mountain Giants are beasts now. Still would love to see Cannibalize. Also to take away corpses from that Warden for Avatar.
Ooh, good point. Yeah, true.
Smart. Big brain Neo, Remo.
Yeah, Cannibalize, such a cheap upgrade. Honestly, I feel like you should always be getting it.
That dodge was beautiful.
Warden has still a good amount of mana left back here. That Robo the Magi was also quite good. Lots of healing here on Happy, though.
Yeah. Statue's empty, though. Warden gets out of the fight. Maybe a consumable there to take up 400 gold. Jumps back in. Needs these fans, but I don't think these fans of knives are that effective anymore. Damage is just missing in this Night Elf army. Heroes at 50% once again. Happy's entire army is at 50%, but he has no heal spray. Does he? He could pop the potion that's currently on the DK. Value! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Sick heal spray. The Warden was only 1 or 2 found knives away from getting all these kills, but now she's the one who has to be careful. Just bought a big invul potion from the shop, but again, lacking mana.
Walls are closing in, man. Walls are closing in. We're getting close to a 2-0 in our 3rd game of the day. Sounds weird, but it is what it is. This is 62 food, but the Mountain Giant Ooh, that was a lot of moon juice there again. Without the avatar, this is definitely a dead game. With the Expo up at the top, that's also not looking too good. LawLiet just desperate attempts to get Happy out of his base.
Gonna kill an A-bomb here. That one is denied. Warden isn't even too far away from level 9, believe it or not. But it seems to be not enough. The MG's hard to kill. The Dryad's not so much. The Alchemist is in trouble here now. Big heal potion finally committed. 26 minutes into the game.
Okay, there's still 2 invo potions though. So hero focus with Fan of Knives and no second hero might be impossible. I think LawLiet realizes this too. One last Hail Mary with the Fan of Knives, maybe. But man, unsung hero of this game, this goddamn Alchemist. And
the Warden will go down. The Coil Nova to end the game. GG. Happy with a 2-0 here. He claims the big lead in this series. But those were 2 really close games. Those were 2 masterful Warden games, even on the second attempt, where the Warden didn't have the easiest early game. Still impressive for LawLiet, but impressive doesn't give you points.
There we go, everybody. Shattered Exile, it is. We got the Demon Hunter, we got Immolation. This is currently the most promising setup in Night Elf versus Undead. Because of the creep speed, because of how powerful it also is versus ghouls. And you can add mana burn then later. No ghoul pull. Currently, no expansion. Happy also Tekken. Might be going back to his patented tier 3 push attempts. LawLiet gets the Acolyte here. It's a little bit of extra XP. No push towards the mercenary camp just yet. And Ring of Protection. Really freaking good. Techs are running. No cheeky, early, cheesy expo on LawLiet's side either. Both are gathering information. Both are gathering XP. We got Mana Burn Immolation, the meta build. This is so far the one game where LawLiet is playing as the other elves are playing. Dodges that surround, gets the burn in, and another surround dodge. Well done. Next up, Chase is up with Unholy Aura, with ghouls. This is solid distraction, and creeps are attacking these ghouls as well. Wonder who gets more kills off of this. We got plenty of mana, as the Demon Hunter can't really reach for another burn. And with Coil, of course. Oh, Coil into surround. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Happy with a good early game, aiming for the next one. As we said before, we shouldn't blame LawLiet too much if he's falling apart here now on game 3 after 2 very, very hard to swallow pills, as game 1 and 2 were. Thank you, Constantine, for the big YouTube support. Hey, you cheer my heart when I see you casting together. Thank you. Bulgaria's in Euro now since January 1st. Welcome, 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 brother. Boots of Speed on the Demon, continuing to chase. But Happy found the replenishment potion. If he's getting some me time, he can heal up in no time. And what's the
I love that item, but I know that Happy hates that item. I'm betting you 2 Tomboy right now that he's going to sell the replenish.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, if he uses it, the Demon Hunter will burn the mana pretty much right away. You can heal with Ritual Dagger or stay on Blight. Oh, boop.
He hates it.
Dude, you're such a fanboy. You're such a fanboy.
Oh, it is 75 mana and 200 hit points, boys.
Well, do you think if the replenishment potion were orange, he'd drink it?
Or black and white? It's,
black and white? Oh, Oreo milkshake, brother.
I gotta say, I never really understood all that Oreo hype. It's something that is not my specific preference. But hey, different strokes for different folks.
We got a Naga. We got the ghoul kill. We got boots on the Naga, but LawLiet with the solid disengage. LawLiet is passing the boots to the Naga just like Happy does. This might be the first time in 4 years that I see a Night Elf do this.
Forces are under attack.
Happy is sharking for some kills, looking for the opponent. It's a big map though. Not always so easy to find them, but if you're deducing logically, where might the Ancient of War be? Most likely, it's here. LawLiet has the time, just about to get the next item, another Ring of Protection. That's great for the Demon. Look at this guy go. So much bonus ammo right now.
Well, not on the Naga though. The skeleton block is amazing! Additional damage, additional coil, insult to injury continues. Demon Hunter not level 3, has a town portal, huge detonate to free the DH. Still well controlled though. Happy is playing a phenomenal pressure game. The blocks are mental.
Yeah, and having to fight now without Naga against Naga is so bad. LawLiet should be able to stabilize here until the Naga is back, but this costs so much moon juice. And Happy isn't taking much damage here, really.
He's in the ropes, man. He's in the ropes. He is limping, 2 black eyes. I think he's barely surviving here, but all right. Happy, let's go. Focuses on creeping now, I think, and we focus on our sub count. Jay Coulter. Yo, Remo. Glad to see you back. Go, Ness.
This might be the last Night Elf game we see today. If LawLiet loses here, this is a bit of a undead extravaganza today, with 3 undead matchups being on display today in the Super League. Just no undead mirror. But yes, our only Night Elf for today. And, you know, judging from Neo's voice, I feel like Neo here doesn't have much faith in this Night Elf we're seeing right now on map 3. And that's despite him always saying he likes LawLiet. Is that how far your favor goes, Neo? One little bit of a hiccup and all of a sudden you abandon all hope.
A little bit of a hiccup. Remo, Remo, tell me, how many
he's just down 0-2 against Happy. I mean, how hard can it be?
Remo, tell me, how many Night Elf games did you watch in the past 2 weeks?
A couple.
How many?
Yeah. I saw Life versus Happy.
That was good. What?
Yeah.
Another?
I saw 1 or 2, yes.
Okay. I watched like 6 dozen. And the level of frustration of Night Elves playing so well up until a certain point and then throwing it all away broke me during that time. So I think I can be excused.
But what if reverse sweep?
Well, then I'm gonna dance around naked.
Okay. We're gonna create our OnlyFans page finally today, guys. You've been waiting for it.
What do you mean? I sell my feet for weeks already.
Yeah, you got very, very interesting Hobbit feet. I'm sure there's an audience for it.
Very hairy indeed.
Forces are under attack.
Bit of a calmer mid-game phase here. Oh, look at the Dryad Scout. Yo, the Dryad Scout picks off the Ghoul. Let's go. That's the min-maxing we like to see. And LawLiet heading on over for the Creepjack. Naga already level 3 though. DK staffing in. There's an orb advantage right now on the Undead. Not sure if this is the best fight ever to take for LawLiet here, to be honest.
Well, he assesses the situation similarly for the first time, agreeing with you. Naga versus Naga. Here's the Nova. Here's the Coil. Demon Hunter right-click damage. No immolation. So far, the Nagi survive, but the question is for how long? Close calls here. That's a lot of potential ghoul kills.
It's also going down here. The statue heal, of course, amazing as always. Demon Hunter chasing after the Naga with the boots. As long as you're fast to react, you can always get away pretty much from the demon. Now he's getting slowed also by the main. And there's no TP, by the way. Uh-oh. If he gets surrounded here, he would actually die, but not enough units around.
You evil motherfucker in the chat. Alamon Nation, does Neo have more compassion and understanding for Night Elves not pressing their items after yesterday's experience? Wow, the dagger to the heart. What a very good comment, I gotta say. Yes, I do.
Wait, wait. Did you lose your character yesterday? I thought that was before.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We go again.
We do. Level 12 already.
Big camp here for Happy. Bro, the Magi is really good for those int heroes. Naga and Death Knight both not too far away from level 4 anymore. It's not a great sign normally when the Demon Hunter is behind experience of the enemy Naga. Not fantastic.
Agree. The inventory for Happy looking good. The Demon Hunter is extremely tanky, so I have some hope. One base though is never too great for the Night Elf. We do have an orb now, finally. Supply, similar. Happy got great consumables once again. That's a returning pattern throughout the entire game. Invo potion, heal potion, mana potion. He always got the right drink for the right occasion.
He also still has the Scourge Bone Chimes. I feel like that always used to be a sell for the undeads, including Happy. Makes me wonder, is he considering A-bombs perhaps for the late game? You know what LawLiet's considering? He is going talents. Difficult to afford off of one base, but still quite high potential.
Exactly. Also, like, you need the resource, obviously. You also need the time. And time might be the crucial thing here. Happy muscling up on the right-hand side, clearing camp after camp, moving to the red spot. That gives LawLiet some time to cross the entire map to go for the opposite red spot.
Happy right now, not sure for a moment if he might be getting creep jacked, but looks like now he figured it out. Night Elf is far away. He gets this camp easily. And that is going to be double level 4 with Lich level 3 right around the corner. This is starting to get very dangerous in terms of undead hero levels.
We got a Shade by Happy as well. Love to see that. Haven't seen that move in a while. Maybe they're not expected. Happy reads the game even without a Shade very, very well. Now with even more information, can do the perfect reactions. At the shop now, still didn't sell the Vampara. Will LawLiet be at home in time for the push?
Going to TP home for sure. Claws plus 12, good for the Naga. Happy. Is he going for a Sapper maybe? Was considering it for a moment, but not gonna do it. Happy, lots of gold, very low on lumber. Gonna force Night Elf to TP home here in a moment. LawLiet creeping up a little bit more, getting in one more camp. He's got a lot of strong items now as well. And now back at home should be able to fight very well with these Moonwells.
Yeah, we gotta say though, the talent transition didn't go through. We don't have Crow form. We don't have a single talent in the mix. Maybe a little oversight here. Gotta fight without it. He ate some Novas before, so Moonju's low. We got Immolation back in on level 1 with Evasion, 2-1-1 build. Bears melting as always, but that's what they're supposed to do. Demon Hunter is a phenomenal beast with plus 22. And that way he can hold. Supply is still even, and Remo, Happy is extremely low lumber.
And the reason must be that he went for a double Temple of the Damned. Going for a depth training now as well. And another Shade? Is he going double Shade? Indeed he is. No expansion here, no lumber for that. With double Shade, he is going to have a lot of vision here, that's for sure. And we don't even have many creeps left on the map.
So, in the past week, Happy started with Banshees, see that they get countered and transitioned into Necro Wagons when things looked dire. I don't think we're there yet, just mentioning it as a possibility. LawLiet, I would almost like to see Fairy Dragons instead of Talons this time against Banshees, but I don't think so far he knows, and that's also a returning pattern this league. LawLiet scouting not on top Night Elf level.
Wait a minute, did he sell the Ring of Protection plus 5?
Yep.
What? That's like the best item for the Demon Hunter.
Well, it gives a lot of gold, but then at least save the ring plus 3. Stacking up on HP now, which is arguably better against spells anyway. And Zeppelin.
Yeah, getting ready for the Zeppelin drop. Gonna possibly... Oh, Happy Scout though! Oh my god! The bull was smelling something fishy. Now he's got a bit of a
Sepper.
head start notice.
Sepper.
And
Sepper.
Happy with the Sapper indeed.
Kaboom! Perfect. Double Moonwell kill. The one Moonwell position where they were so close together, and that Zeppelin harass is ruined now. Doesn't work that way. Maybe he can use it for micro. Fork Lightning strong on level 2. DK under pressure. DH under pressure. We still have that Vampire. We still have that heal scroll. But LawLiet pushes Happy back. Game continues on even supply. Happy 1400 gold.
Both players here with a level 2 Cold Arrow. That slow is really good against heroes and against everything that it works against. Happy very low on mana indeed. Gonna lose a Fiend here. LawLiet, not with a bad exchange so far.
Yeah, I agree. Not too much left though. DH raid boss with how much HP he got?
Death Knight.
Fort Lightning, Fort Lightning, Fort Lightning! The arm was in the air! A split second too late.
My dog, that was very close.
Mr. Remo Demo, I have a question now.
Okay.
How do you heal up this Night Elf army?
Rejuvenation.
Okay.
Bing bong. 1, 2.
Bing bong.
Did you
witches-
also think about
the witches
Disney movie right away? But the point I think you're trying to get to is you don't want to make any more bears because you're facing banshees. So the amount of rejuves is going to be very, very limited.
I always like in this situation a Care Bear in the base. Just keep it behind in the base outside of Banshee reach. He's your doctor, so keep him away. No Mountain Giants here. Now the transition into talents. I still feel LawLiet is blind against this talent transition.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, we've seen it rarely, right? That Night Elves try to go for Cyclone to counter Possession. Which, still not sure if that's exactly reliable. But MGs are going to be coming. Soon. Couple minutes, maybe.
Oh, okay. Upgrade started. It's also a little bit of a LawLiet play to fake Mountain Giant upgrades to indicate that he's breaking upkeep. But in this case, I think it is a full transition again. So this is a timing thing now. LawLiet knows Banshees are up. If he saw that, maybe he knows Master is done already. But Happy taking it rather slow too. He is scouting everywhere. He got his eyes. He got 2 shades. He got a ghoul at the 6 o'clock. It's checking the left-hand side. Like every possible expo position is covered. And in the meantime, LawLiet has no eyes on the map except the Zeppelin.
Yeah, I guess Happy wanted to make really, really sure he wouldn't get caught off guard by a Tree of Life coming up somewhere unnoticed. That was impossible on this map because there is literally eyes everywhere. The hills have eyes, so to speak.
He got that entire KGB scouting for him. Moonwells are looking so bleak, dude. Holy. Well,
Acolyte number 6 now made. Classic Happy Ultra Unsummon. And now Happy is the one, I guess, looking for an expo. But good scout by LawLiet. He's got Zeppelin on the lookout. Ooh, he might have just missed it, actually.
Demon Hunter Curse, the detonates don't really work. Because Snipe, LawLiet is about to lose the Moonwell. And that means he is supply blocked. Squeezes out another Mountain Giant, but still needs time. This base will suffer, and then we get one big last fight, possibly.
Rejuve dispelled the once, but reapplied. Very interesting army mixer by LawLiet. He's got a whole bunch of zoo units active. The bears, though, they can't be possessed. You have to save them, and they were saved. Possessions interrupted. It's a good start for LawLiet right here. Next possession attempted. The bear is stolen, though. Happy gets one.
We got the anti-magic pretty much right on top. The talents are all dead. He flew them straight into the fiends. Supply neck and neck again, but the DK is chasing the Dryad. Zeppelin going down. Taunt, taunt, taunt. One more crow. Maybe some fairy fire would be nice. The fairy dragons are actually doing an amazing job. Fiend kill in the ground. Another one. And LawLiet weathers the storm, but was the structural damage maybe too much?
Yeah, the immolation kill there was quite nice to have indeed. Bit of damage on the Night Elf army. The Z-Star would have made that even worse, but Happy didn't quite have the resources for that. However, with the Expo coming up, there might be enough. And now the question is, did that Zeppelin earlier see the Acolyte moving over or not? Maybe he really didn't. Maybe he has no idea.
Yeah, that'd be bad. And also crossing a big map like Shattered Exile with Mountain Giants is not too easy. Happy now, Roar and Rejuve available. Bear, of course, nice to have with the statues, constantly replenishing them. The late game is still very, very much in Happy's favor, especially when that base is coming up. It's all about that second base now.
Yeah, Bear, one of the best units to steal for the late game. To have Roar is just so sick already. There's Dryad Dispel, sure, but that's not going to be endless amounts. But with the Tree of Eternity moving over, LawLiet has another mining option available in a moment. Happy, of course, knows this, sees this easily with the shades, and can get annoying as well with the shade blocking if he wants.
Yeah, that would be such a classy move, man. Well. Game is slowing down for a second. Time for you to check if your Prime sub is available. Don't let it go to waste. You take money off of Amazon's pocket and put it into ours, and you don't get ads for an entire month. And this is the Super League month, everybody. So big time value from just 2 little clicks. Now we're going to see a lot more clicks in that next fight. Happy wants to close it out, attacking LawLiet's main.
One shade taken out. There's a backup. Can he get in position? Oh, he can. Happy also microing the shades really well. Kind of funny how Happy is the best micro player of all time, and the easiest unit to micro the shade he can also micro well. That makes sense. And dude, this one dust forced might actually be relevant. If the second one is used up, and then the burrow can come into play again.
Yeah, I would love to see a Wisp at the lab on the right-hand side or left-hand side, whatever, just to have scan ready.
Fairy Dragon, the Mana Flare form, Wisp taken out. That was a big Fog Lightning right there.
Let's see
Fiend caught off to the side, and already the burrow is again becoming valuable.
Right on. We got crows, open battlefield, easy for the fiends to snipe them if necessary. Fairy Dragon position, not... Oh, this one is good. Soaking up lots of damage here. He got a backup, needs to use it. Demon Hunter 50%, but so tanky. No consumables on him. Will we use the staff this time? Mountain Giants retreating a little bit. Big wall for the Dryads to do some damage.
And even the MG count might just be a little bit too low. With 2 Mountain Giants only, it's still pretty easy to get around them. And also the normal damage from them just isn't that high. Happy with a huge supply lead. He's got the Expo running. The Demon Hunter is trying to get back to the Moonwells and then rejoin into the fight. But it seems like Happy already has a bit of an unstoppable army here.
Happy has 2 bears. And it feels like LawLiet is a bit deflated here. No hope. Maybe one Hail Mary, but Happy then is also so ready for the nukes. The Mountain Giants not as tanky as they're supposed to be. They're always fantastic in chokes, but there is no choke on this open battleground. Demon Hunter is back, and this is the last stand for LawLiet.
These MGs, they look way more papery than normal. Neat little deny there, I guess, but 30 supply against 74. Jesus, that is not looking good for LawLiet.
No. I mean, it's not the most effective supply of all time because we still have Banshees in. But yeah, once we chew through the 1,125 HP, this is gonna be it. Staff ends up on the Tree of Eternity, of course, after that Coil Nova attempt. This is just for the highlight reels, everybody. Happy with probably the expected 3-0. It's a pattern repeating, Remo. You know I'm extremely good at pattern recognition. LawLiet playing a great session, has great game plans, but in the end, the results just don't show it. The dude is standing 0-7. This is not what he deserves, but it is what it is. This Super League for LawLiet, and Happy with that result, probably surpassing Fortitude in the ranking.